Welcome to this week's Race Room. Coming up on today's show, we've got all the latest from the F1 out in Malaysia. We've got huge jumps in rally and we're giving away signed Hyundai merchandise by Thierry Neuville. Don't go anywhere. Right, time for the news, and so much happened in the F1 out of Malaysia over the weekend. I have reduced it down to your top 5 facts about the Grand Prix. First being that Mercedes is absolutely owning F1 at the moment. Not just the team, but also the engines. 7 out of the 10 cars that finished in the top 10 were powered by a Mercedes engine, so Renault and Ferrari being the only others in the top 10. But Mercedes is definitely the way to go. And of course, right at the top, 1 and 2, Mercedes factory team, Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton, making it the first 1-2 for the real hardcore Mercedes since 1955. Lewis Hamilton there beating his teammate Nico Rosberg to the top spot, but wow, Mercedes really leading the way. What else have we learned? We've learned that Kimi Raikkonen will not be sending a Christmas card to Kevin Magnussen this year. Magnussen clipping the back of Raikkonen's Ferrari, giving him a puncture, not ideal, and Magnussen has apologised and said it was his fault, but I don't think Kimi Raikkonen will see it quite so clearly as that. What else? Well, Massa. He has definitely become a man. He disobeyed the team's orders to let Valtteri Bottas pass. Bottas had fresher tyres and they were trying to chase down the McLaren with Jenson Button in. The team actually said that if Bottas hadn't been able to get Jenson Button, they'd have let Massa back through. But who knows, we will always, we'll never know the answer to that. But Massa standing up to his team. Long gone are those days at Ferrari where he was always told to let Alonso past. And number 4, my other little fact for you is Daniel Ricciardo becoming the most unlucky driver on the F1 grid at the moment, taking up Mark Webber's old role perhaps. He was disqualified in Australia. He's now got a 10-place grid penalty for Bahrain this weekend because his team released him unsafely from the pit. His front left tyre actually wasn't properly screwed on. Not ideal. And then he went on to get front wing damage and a puncture. A terrible weekend for the Aussie. Let's hope he can try and salvage something in Bahrain, even with that 10-place grid penalty. And finally, we now move to Bahrain, back-to-back racing. So we've had Malaysia, straight on to Bahrain. Nico Rosberg leading the championship from his teammate Lewis Hamilton. Mercedes are awesome at the moment. So what else was going on this weekend? Well, it was the FAF Rally Sprint out in Portugal. A week before the real Rally de Portugal kicks off, they all go up to the north of Portugal. I was there too, loads of fans, all there because Sebastian Ogier couldn't make it last year. He was ill, he had the flu, had to miss out on it, so he was there this weekend to make amends. He was also there to put on an awesome show for the 100,000 spectators that had turned out. And what a happy ending to the story. Sebastian Ogier won the competition. Second place, Ott Tanak for Ford. And third place, Danny Sordo in the Hyundai. An amazing jump from him. We'll show you more of that later when I got the chance to go over the same jump. But yes, Sebastian Ogier, awesome, still dominating. Can he dominate this weekend at Rally de Portugal? Let us know what you think. And BTCC, we were following Rob Austin for the first 3 rounds of the championship at Brands Hatch. What an amazing weekend for him. He finished 5th in the first race of the day. Second race, not so great. His prop shaft broke, which meant he had to start the 3rd race from the back of the grid. But that didn't stop Rob Austin, no. He managed to work his way up to 11th. So actually a great weekend for Rob. Minor little blip in the middle with the second race, but it looks like Sherman is on form this year. So we will be following his progress very, very closely. If you've missed any of the videos that we've done with Rob so far, there'll be a link to the playlist at the end of the race room. And of course, stay tuned because we're giving away more free stuff as well. Hyundai, little notebook here signed by Thierry Neuville. So that is your news. Right, so as I mentioned, I was out at the FAF Rally Sprint in Portugal at the weekend. An amazing event, so many people. The drivers said to me afterwards that they couldn't even see the hills because there were so many fans. It was an amazing weekend. I want to share with you what it was like being out there on the hills during the competition. It's a week until Rally de Portugal, which means this weekend it's the FAF Rally Sprint. The hills are packed already. People have been set up here for hours with barbecues. They've got weird ways of lighting their barbecues. We've been checking out who has turned up for the FAF Rally Sprint while the drivers have been out doing a recce. And what's even better, the sun is shining. And I thought I'd just mention it quickly in case you hadn't noticed. We're making some serious advances in technology, shall we say. A wooden microphone for you this weekend. Let's go and check out who's on the hill. who have we found on the hill then? Look at all the people behind me, all over there, all coming to the Faith Rally Sprint. We just had to climb down that hill, which is a little bit embarrassing when you're the only blonde person, I think, in the entire country of Portugal. Lots of people waiting. The cars are about to come through. They start at 2 o'clock. We'll get some shots of them going around the stage, and I'll report back at the end with my stick mic. Stick mic, what a morning it's been. We've been up and down the hills to make sure we haven't missed out on any of the action. We've seen Sebastian Ogier doing donuts polo. We've seen Gianni Sordo in his Hyundai doing a massive jump over there. The fans have been amazing. The atmosphere is awesome. And there's still another run to go. Bath Rally Sprint. What an event. I'm coming back next year. Right, time for what the camera's seen, and sorry, a bit of a frightening one for you to start with, but this was me at a co-drive event with Hyundai. We were there yesterday. They put my name on the side of the car. I was having a co-drive little experience with Thierry and with Juho Hananen, his teammate at Hyundai. Here I am in front of the car, the i20, just the most incredible car. I've had co-drives before. This one though tops the lot of them. This was amazing and just so cool to have my name on the side. Thank you, Hyundai. Next one, what have we got here? Well, this was on the stage during the event. I was walking along, saw the crowds lining the fence, everyone cheering, and then suddenly I looked down and I saw this dog facing the wrong way, not even looking at the stage. Probably the most disgruntled rally fan, or not even a rally fan, this weekend, but at least he's keeping nice and cozy with his little rug on because it was quite chilly in Portugal this weekend. And finally, we've got, sorry, another one of me, but I thought I'd like to share with you the stick mic that I invented this weekend, using nature's finest piece of wood there to recreate a microphone. And that is what the camera's seen. Okay, so time to look in the Tweety jar, but just before that, don't forget, watch to the very end of Race Room. We are giving away notebooks from Hyundai, signed by Thierry Neuville, right there in the front. He signed it for me yesterday. He also used this pen to do the signing. So if you want to win this pen or one of these 2 notebooks, we will let you know how you can at the end of Race Room. So keep watching. Right, tweets. First up, we've got this from Grand Prix Diary. Oh, Claire Williams there, looking a little bit stern. Got an email from F1 Racing Mag asking what I'd like to ask her. Oh, a pretty lady with paddock passes. Question mark easy. Will you marry me? Oh, that's a bit weird. Well, I wonder whether Claire will grant his wish. That's interesting. I haven't seen that. I like that. Has anyone else used the F1 Racing Global Fan Community thing? What have you asked for? Next tweet. W2F1, love them. You know something seriously wrong when even Rogrow is sad. Oh, poor Roma. It's not a great season for Lotus, is it? It's all going a bit pear-shaped after it all got so good at the end last year. Poor Rogrow. Oh, that's quite a cool little nickname. Next tweet. Hashtag Wing Mirror Graveyard. Where is this? Jake Humphrey. How bizarre. That's awful. People are just crashing into those bollards there. I've done a few little, had a few moments like that myself. Like that though. Hashtag Wing Mirror Graveyard. Who would have thought it? What a hashtag. Right, so this is one I found this morning, looking through the photos that James Moy gives us. Very, very cool one here with Rosberg and Hamilton looking like they're holding their noses because Vettel has farted on the podium. Well, at least that's what we think happened. Onward. Okay, next tweet. Right, more Sebastian Vettel here. Now, yeah, new F1 engine sounds. Yeah, Vettel's been quite vocal about how the F1 engines aren't quite the same as the year before. But yeah, I think Domino Pizza's probably taking it to another level, whether it sounds like a scooter. But at least if you had Vettel as your takeaway guy, you'd get it in double the speed. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Right, and that's your tweets. So what's happening this week and this weekend? Well, firstly, later today, we've got a hangout with Elvin Evans from M Sport. He's going to be joining us from Portugal. Check out this though. This was him at FAF this weekend. So if you want to join the Hangout send an email to media@polepositionp1.com and you can ask him how it was at FAF and what he's hoping for Rally de Portugal. What else? This weekend we've also got the F1 in Bahrain. They move there straight on from Malaysia. And of course, Rally de Portugal will be happening. We've got lots of videos for you from my time with Hyundai this weekend, me co-driving with Thierry Neuville and Juho Hananen. And of course, we're going to take you around the I-20 because it is an awesome car. So that's what's happening this week and weekend. We will see you next week for more Race Room. But quickly, in case you thought I'd forgotten, I knew what you were thinking, we were giving away these. I've been telling you about it during Race Room, signed notebook and a pen as well. So we've got 2 notebooks to give away, signed by Thierry, and a pen. If you want to win them, all you've got to do is go to our Facebook page. We'll be sharing this video on our page. You have then got to share it with all your friends to be in with a chance of winning one of these gifts. Get sharing. We'll see you next week.